Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good evening. I hope you're doing good with best of your health. This is our third session in a row, as I discussed earlier in last sessions, that Design University is going to upgrade the Blackboard system from Blackboard Learn to Blackboard Ultra. So we have decided to bring all the main features of Blackboard Ultra, which somehow already available in the Blackboard original, but in Blackboard Ultra, they are more advanced and more helpful. So here I am to discuss about LA tool today, and we have to discuss that how to employ the LA tool to improve the overall accessibility of educational electronic content in Blackboard Ultra. But before taking a start and discussing about LA tool, we need to understand that what is digital accessibility. This simple question is fundamental as we live in the technological advanced era, and digital accessibility is important in all aspects of life. And it's especially valid in education. Schools shape how we see the world and pave the way for growth, allowing everyone access to the same online content, virtual experiences, and digital devices is the only way we can move forward in this ever-connected global village. So accessibility is the concept of making something as available as possible for as many people for as possible. Therefore, the idea of accessibility is strongly linked to disabilities and impairments. Many countries have been developing and improving their laws and urban planning regulations to provide more accessibility and more accessible living environment as well. So here, another question arises that accessibility guidelines and four principles. We have to discuss all these four principles. They can be like perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust. One of the indicators that digital accessibility awareness has gained power is the presence of global guidelines. These greatly contribute to standardizing the various recommendations to make digital media more inclusive and able to reach a wider audience. Digital accessibility is not only good for consumers or consumers of digital media, but also for the creators of content, podcaster and services, all these related to them, and all these principles related for the creator and as well as for the consumer as well. The web content accessibility guidelines, or you can say WCAG, includes success criteria like the four core principles which outline that digital content should be like perceivable. What does it mean? The content and interface should not be invisible to people with sensory impairment if they have some kind of visual problems or something like that. So at that time, the content and interface should not be invisible. So it should be more clear for the people. They are unable to see the completely, like they do have the visual problems over there. Next one is operable. The content should not require actions that cannot be performed by user with impairment. There should be some kind of like operable content where sometimes like impairment consumers may not be able to perform. So you need to be very careful at the time of operable. And the third one is understandable. The content should be able to understood by all users. That should be very simple, very easy to understand, and technology acceptance. Like sometimes thing happening, like not all the consumer or your client or your students are much more. Like they do have the awareness for the technology. So you need to understand and keep in your mind at the time of creating the content. Robust. The content should be able to reliably interpreted by the user agents, such as assistive technology. So Within the universities and other academic settings, this means that all digital content should follow all four principles. This is especially important with the regard to any digital media that is directly accessible by students, such as online learning materials or any digital media that is used by, for the instructors during lessons. After developing the understanding about digital accessibility, here is another question, that how to achieve digital accessibility in higher education. Why we are discussing about the higher education? Because this does belongs to the students which we are living in the current era. We are in the university, we are in the, in this environment, how you can build the accessibility and how you can achieve the digital accessibility in our environment. So you have to go with the very simple steps to achieve this accessibility. And there are many ways for higher education institutions to achieve digital accessibility. Here's a look at some solutions for digital accessibility. We can start with compliance check. You need to have a regular compliance checks, determine which systems, applications, and web pages fulfill the accessibility standards for your institutions. There should be a committee, or there should be a team who always looking for that what kind of applications or web pages can fulfill the accessibility standards for our institution, like the higher education. The second one is address digital accessibility early. Ensure that all content procured by your educational institutions meet the accessibility needs of all your students. Partner only with vendors committed to accessibility who can provide credible content. So you can go with a kind of vendors who can provide the compliance of the content with your digital accessibility, so you can make contract with that kind of vendors. Structured monitoring and oversight. Every educational institution should have a committee comprising representatives from all departments to oversee digital accessibility matters. Structured monitoring and oversight help ensures better regulations, risk management, and promotions of good accessibility practice. I just discussed about that there should be one team, and this team do have the people from all the departments, from different departments, so they can put their suggestions related to their department, so you can have a structured monitoring and oversight to build the accessibility in our institutions. The next one is accessibility trainings. Why the trainings are important? Because provide accessibility training for everyone in the institutions, even though there is no single model for accessibility training. Critical takeaways of accessibilities should be given at all levels and all departments. So training is also important. The last one is embed accessibility into institutional process. A shift in the educational institution strategy to make inclusively and accessibility core principles is the first step to improving digital accessibility. Accessibility compliance is possible through continuous efforts towards an equitable and user-driven approach. Once you have the user-driven approach, you can embed accessibility into institutional process more easily. So here we have discussed, already discussed the 5 steps that how you can achieve the digital accessibility. I took start with the compliance check. The second one was address digital accessibility early, instead waiting for a delay or for the long time. You have to take the start as the session has been started. So before you have prepare yourself to address digital accessibility. The next one, structure monitoring and oversight. Here we have suggest that there should be one team that can have the members from all the departments, so they can have more suggestions related to different departments. So you can have a structured monitoring. Training is also an important part for accessibility. Accessibility trainings are really important. And the last one, embed accessibility into institutional process. So you have to embed all the accessibility things with your institutional process. So they should be the part of your, like all the regular activities. Instead, you are waiting for someone to add that on. So that was all from the how you can achieve it. Now the time to switch back to what is LA and why we have used, because this is our main tool. We're going to discuss about Blackboard Ultra, and that is really important for the instructor as well as for the student side. Believe me, after using, might possible some of you already using this tool, and if you are not using, trust me, once you start using it, your life will be more easy. Because if you are sitting as a teacher, you can see there are multiple options, alternative platforms available, which can help you to understand your content more easily. And at the same time, if you think, like on the behalf of student to have a flexibility of reading or understanding the content by using this LA tool, because by using this LA tool, you can have multiple options in front of you to view the content, to build the content, and to understand the electronic content more easily. So let's have a look about Blackboard LA. Blackboard LA is a tool that helps you make your course content in Blackboard accessible to all users. It does this by automatically scanning course content and providing accessibility scores and feedback on how to improve the accessibility of the content. First, there is look by like LA for the students. There is a small demo video. You can have a look and understand that how does it work. Then we will have a more discussion in coming trainings, in incoming slides here. By end of this short video, I do have a question. So please have a look this video carefully.
If your school uses Blackboard Ally, you can download alternative formats directly from your course in a format that works best for you. Let's take a look. In your course, select the icon to the right of a file to access the menu, then choose the version that works best for your needs. If you're not sure which format to download, be sure to check out our help site to help you decide. When you have found the format that you need, select Download. One final note. Instructors and administrators can turn off the alternative formats for an individual content item within a course. If this is done and you select alternative formats, you will see a message saying that the alternative formats are disabled.
So I have a short question for all of you, that how many of you already using the Ally tool? Because this tool is already available with our Blackboard Original. So how many of you already using this one? Please answer yes or no. So I do have an idea about you are already using. If you are using, it means you already do have developed the understanding about this tool. Otherwise, we can have more understanding. Okay, no, 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 no. Okay, right. You are not using. But after this training, I do suggest everyone that you have to go and try this tool, because this tool is one of the best tool for the student side and for the teacher side. We do have one more demo video which can give you an alternative idea about, more clear idea about this tool. But I'm gonna have a little bit discussion about alternative formats. For example, you do have a PDF file. But PDF file is normally not editable, and you cannot select or highlight your PDF file. At that time, LA tool can give you an option. There are multiple options available from the list. You can choose, and after choosing that tool, you would be able to have a more clear view for the PDF file, and you can edit your PDF file. You can highlight the PDF file. You can copy and paste somewhere your text. So this is one example, but there are multiple options available, which we do have to discuss in coming slides. Okay. Here is another short video. This will give you a more clear idea about the ally tool.
Are you looking for course content that fits your learning needs, your busy schedule, and your multiple devices? Alternative formats transform your course files into different formats to help you learn better. Next to your course files, find the alternative format icon, review your options, and choose your preferred format. So what are your options? If the original file is a scanned PDF, you won't be able to highlight, copy and paste, or search for keywords, and the pages might be difficult to read. Try downloading the OCR PDF for a more readable, searchable document. If the original file is a Word or PowerPoint file and you need access to a PDF version or a smaller file size, try the tagged PDF. Are you trying to access a PDF of your course materials on your mobile device? Don't get distracted and slowed down by pinching and zooming the PDF. Download the mobile-friendly HTML format for a simpler...
You can see, I mean, like on this stage,
mobile-friendly HTML format.
here you can find out there are multiple options available. From the PDF, you can convert it to OC, RAD PDF, HTML. You can go for the audio type of file. For example, you have one file and you want it, in the form of audio, you can translate it. You can go ahead with multiple options. So this is a complete list in front of you, which can help you to translate your content in more easy and clear way, which can help for the student, and as well as it would help for the teacher side, instructor side as
well. For a simpler, more responsive format that works great with your mobile device. Have you ever tried accessing your course files using an e-reader program? Free e-reader programs have great features for adjusting the font and contrast of your document, as well as note-taking and annotating tools. Download the EPUB alternative format to open the file in your preferred e-reader program. If you're a student who uses a refreshable Braille display, try downloading the electronic Braille format. It's a BRF file, so you can take a break from your screen reader for a more tactile experience. You can even listen to your course files by downloading the audio MP3 format. So if you're on the go or you just want to review your materials in a different way, try the audio MP3 file. If you're having trouble understanding your materials, you might try reading and listening at the same time to improve your comprehension. Having trouble focusing on your text or just want to be able to read faster? Download the Beeline Reader format to apply color gradients to your text to guide your eyes as you're reading. And lastly, the language translation format allows you to choose from among 50 different languages to translate your content into your preferred language.
So best part for this tool is that you can translate your content for more than around 150 languages. So this is one of the best option available for you guys, that for example, you have content in different language, but you want to convert for the accessibility for the students, so they can have more clear idea to understand the content. So you can translate your content in the different languages as well.
Don't just limit yourself to one format. Use multiple formats as part of your study practices and discover what kinds of formats work best for you.
So that was a little idea about the Ally tool. Just let me know that, how did you understand about Ally tool? And this tool is already built in, available, and you're going to be started. You got a clear idea? Just let me know that what is Ally tool? How you can describe in one sentence? I'm waiting for your answer. One sentence, that how you can describe the Ally tool. What is your understanding after discussing all these definitions and tools and demo videos? What is your understanding? What is LA2? By participating, you can have more clear idea about the tool. So it would be requested for all of you that once I am like putting up any questions, please try to answer that one so I can get a clear idea that you're with me or you need more clear idea about this. I'm waiting for your answer, please. Okay, Dr. Sarah, it make PDF read easy, readable. Okay, fine, great. More helpful for the teaching, can use more tools. Okay, text, accessible, accessing course content. Dr. Shabana Parveen, basically, this is an alternative format tool. Once you already developed the content, for example, in the form of PDF, and you can translate them in the more easy to readable format. You want to convert them in the HTML format, or you want to convert them in the audible form and in the form of audio, or you want to convert them in different, like a type of alternative formats which can help students to understand and more easy to read. Okay, Dr. Sitara, automatically give alternative accessible formats. Great. That is the best answer from your side. Anyone else, please? There are more than 18 members, and I'm waiting for answer from everyone, please. What is an LA tool? For example, I have a question. You have the Microsoft Word file. What can you do with LA tool? If you have Microsoft Word file and you want to send the format, a different format, which format would be more helpful for you if you have the Microsoft Word file? And in the demo video, we already discussed about the Microsoft Word file. If you have Microsoft Word file and you want that a student should not be able to change the content, but they need to understandable. So which format? Dr. Sitara, that is PDF format. Anyone else? Translation, right? Okay, rest of the members, waiting for a quick answer, please. By answering or asking the questions, you can have more clear idea, please. Format app that enables you to open your file in any preferred format or multiple format at the same time. Great. Dr. Ahmed, very nice answer. This is the perfect and precise answer from your side. Anyone else, please? Okay. Can we change doc form to audio file? Don't ask me the question, I'm asking the question. You have to answer that one. We will discuss your questions by end of the session. Definitely, once you have any kind of document, you have the PDF, you have the Word format, there is a complete alternative form of formats available, and whatever the form you needed, you can do it over there. OCR PDF, that is great. Why you use the OCR PDF? For example, you have a PDF file and you want to make it more readable, you want to highlight the data, you want to copy the data, so you can convert your format to OCR PDF. So that would be available for the students and for yourself at the same time for easy reading, for highlighting the text, for copying the text. So whatever you want to do, you can do it in OCR PDF. So that's it. It means you got a little bit understanding. Okay, insert the word invest formula. Great. So it means you got the understanding about LA tool. So now the time to jump to the next slide, that is LA quick start for instructors. So once you are going to start for the instructor, because this was the overview for the student side and as well as the general discussion we are having over there. Now the time for the specific for the instructors and what kind of benefits can be taken by the instructors. Once you take a start, for example, You can improve the usability and accessibility of your content by using like instructor side tool by this one. So how you can improve the usability and accessibility of your content? For example, your class is full of like diverse students with unique learning abilities, and providing them with more accessible original content means they can choose formats that work best for them. HTML for improved reading on mobile phones, electronic braille for the visually impaired students, and audio for learning on the go. LA automatically scans your original content and performs a series of steps to make them more accessible. So this is another best option available for the LA tool, that once you have created your content and you are putting your content in the LA tool and want them to make it more usable, so it will apply different type of steps, and at the end will give you the report that you need to improve your content or this is perfectly all right. It can generate alternative formats for students to download, and it can provide accessibility scores. That accessibility scores mean we can have more discussion in coming slides, that your content is up to the standard for the accessibility or not. If not, it will give you an option that you have to improve this part to make it more perfect for the accessibility. And if it's perfect, it is available for the conversion of the format. It can give instructors feedback on how to improve your accessibility score. That is another great idea for this one. We have to discuss about accessibility score indicator, that how does it work. But before that one, there is instructor feedback. LA provides you detailed feedback and score to help you become an accessibility pro. Learn about accessibility issues, why they matter, and how to fix them. And green is a goal. Green means you have to put them into all the settings in the green. So here is accessibility score indicators in front of you, and select the accessibility score to open the instructor feedback. Follow the steps in front of you to go step by step, and at the end select all issues to see every issues in the file and decide what issues to fix first. You can see there are 4 options and 4 different meters are available, which can measure your like content accessibility. For example, on the left side, you can see that there is a low from 0 to 36%. It means needs help. Your content is not perfect, file is not accessible and needs immediate attention. The next one is medium level. If you have the content from 34 to 66% in between, so it means a little better, but you need more perfection, and you need to, file is somewhat accessible and could use improvement. The next one is 67 to 99%. For example, your rating is, the score is high, 67 to 99%, almost there, means it is almost perfect, but you need a little more improvement in this way. So file is accessible, but could be improved a little bit, but this is 99%. The rightmost side, you can see perfect 100%. If this measurement is 100%, it means perfect and it is available. File is accessible for this format and no improvement needed. As I told you earlier, that LA measures the accessibility of each file attached to your course and shows you at a glance how it scores. So scoring range from low to perfect. The higher the score, the fewer the issues. So you need to be careful with all these type of information, which been discussion over there. So what is instructor feedback? We already have an idea that LA provides you detailed feedback and support to help you become an accessibility pro, learn about accessibility issues, why they matter and how to fix them. So by the end, green is matters. That is to achieve the content, the perfect level. Green 100% content accessibility is over there, and you don't need to do any kind of more improvement over there. So by selecting the accessibility score to open the instructor feedback, and you can follow the steps in front of you that are available. We already discussed about that one. And by addressing all the issues at the end, you can fix everything. So here you can have an example in front of you that once you uploaded your content, you can find out your accessibility score. On right side, you can find, for example, this is 26% and this is a red area. It means you need the document contain text with insufficient contrast. So it will highlight it over there. You can find out over that this text is gray, mean like not black. So because here we are like not only mentioning the students, they are sharp with a clear mind, clear visual impacts or everything, but here we need to follow the students who visually not much clear, their eyesight is not clear. So at that time LA tool is telling you that this part is in insufficient contrast, so you need to change the color of this text, or you can improve the contrast level, and it is highlighted. Once you've been improved over there, it will be over. And on left side, you can see that red area from the left side need help, and in the middle, in the orange color, it means almost there, and the green is almost perfect. From 66 to 99 and 100% is that is little bit, you can say, in the safe zone you are playing with this one. So this type of report can be done and generated in the LA2. The next one is a course accessibility report, how you can create the course accessibility report. You can find out the course accessibility report from the introduction to language of the all kinds on screen. You can find out the course accessibility report acts as a complement to the existing accessibility indicators. It basically provides an accessibility summary and overview at the course level. The report shows to the instructors about this useful information and what kind of information you can have it over there. Accessibility score for the course. You do have an instructor can have accessibility score for the course, that what kind of score their content got it over there, they need the improvement, or this is perfect for the translation or a different type of alternative formats. And the next one, distribution of course content by content type. So it can be distribution of course content by content type. So it can have option over there, list of all issues identified in the course. Whatever the issues you have in your course, you can find this in this report. You can have a look, this is a circle, this is 73%, and you can find all course content. This is almost 32% Word document, 15% PDF document, 6% images, presentations, HTML files, and pages, and other, and all these things being available in your content. And by clicking on start, it can evaluate everyone. Content with the easiest issues to fix. First, it can be in front of you, and this is 38%. For example, you can take start, and by fixing all at the end level, you can fix it. Still we left over there. Here on the bottom, you can find fix low scoring content first. So this is almost 39% by clicking on the, and it's in red area. Once you click on start button, you can have more clear idea that how you can fix them. The red mean the document is scanned, but not OCR-ED. So here you can find out different type of symbols available. So this will give you an idea that how you can improve your content. The document contains images without a description. This is another very good idea. I mean, for example, you have been added some kind of images in your document, but you didn't give the description over there. Even then, Ally tool will tell you that you have the images. Okay, fine. This is good for your content, but there is no description available. So you have to give the description for this image to make it more understandable. So everything is available that is more interesting, and that would make it your content more interesting by improving all these things. So at the end, for example, I can quote one example over here. For example, you have very good content, and you have been added multiple images to make to develop the understanding for the student, but there is no description available, so students cannot get what kind of background you have used for these pictures. So description for the picture is important, but for somehow you forget to put the description. This tool will give you an idea. Okay, you have that image and your content, that is perfect, but you need to add the description for your content and for your image as well. Overview implementation of LA for instructors. Here we do have an idea, and we are going to have an overview for the instructors that how you can implement it. This part is really important. By end of this part, we do have some kind of questioning. So please do have a look, careful look, and watch this video. We will discuss more by end of this video.
Blackboard Ally works seamlessly with your learning management system to gauge the accessibility of your content. Let's take a look. When you upload files to your LMS, Ally automatically creates alternative versions, allowing students to choose the type of file that best suits their needs. In addition to creating alternative versions of your files, Ally provides guidance and tips for lasting improvements to your content accessibility. You will see an accessibility score for each file you upload. Select the accessibility score indicator to view information on how to improve file accessibility. The instructor feedback panel provides
We already discussed about this meter, that this will give you an idea about how much of your content is perfectly all right. For example, you can see here 52%. It means the presentation contains images that are missing the description. The similar kind of other options are also available, and this is page by page and content by content report can be generated in this way.
everything you need to understand and fix the accessibility issues in your file. You can view the overall score for the file, see a list of all issues, follow step-by-step instructions on how to fix the issue, and upload an updated file to.
And the best thing for this tool is you don't need to do everything by yourself. This will guide you that how you can do it. For example, this give you an issue that there is an issue 52%, and you have to click on all issues, and there is two options available. What this means, this will tell you that what is the meaning for this one. For example, the presentation contains images that are missing a description, but how to add description. Once you click on that option, this will give you an idea that how you can put your description over here. And in the end, upload a version with image description. So at the end, you can have a new version. You can browse from the computer and upload over here, and this will be fixed easily.
Place the existing one. And finally, if allowed by your system administrator, you can access your course accessibility report so you can get the big picture, as well as specific details about the accessibility of your digital course content. The Overview tab shows the accessibility score for the course content grouped by content type, and a list of all the issues identified in the course. The content.
So this is another best part, that this is content by content, document by document. All the accessibility report and issues are available over here. This is how many issues we find in this document, and what is the score for this document.
Tab shows you content with accessibility issues.
So I hope you got the idea. By end of the session, I do have a little more discussion about the instructor side, that instructor can see the course content items that that may have an issue. Instructors can then access the instructor feedback from the report to fix the issue. The report helps instructors determine like priority and gives options for order of fixing. For example, content with more severe issues first, or start with the content that's easiest to fix. So that's all from the session. But these type of sessions are not very long sessions because they are not based on theory. This is not, I mean, like pretty theory involved with this kind of sessions. They are technical sessions because we're discussing about the tools. So whatever, I mean, like we do have the discussion that is purely technical. So we discussed about the ally tool, and we have discussed that how you can achieve the digital accessibility in your higher education institutions. And then we start taking the look with that how ally tool is important and helpful for the students, and how, I mean, like it is beneficial for the instructor side, and instructor, what kind of options they can avail over there. I have a question over here. I mean, like by watching last demo video, what did you make, I mean, develop the understanding that what are the benefits our instructor or the professor or the teacher can take by the LA tool? One sentence, I mean, like, and then I'm gonna give you the option for questions from your side. Okay, just give me an answer in, I mean, like one sentence. What understanding you developed, that what kind of benefits being taken from the teacher side? Okay, great. Improve the quality of content, exactly, and make good teaching materials for the students. Agree. Exactly. We can make good content for students. Exactly. Perfect. You got the idea about Ally tool, and I believe this is one of the best tool available in Blackboard Ultra. That is more improved. That was already available in the old version, but I believe none of the teachers are using this kind of tool. Might possible they don't have an idea, but I believe after this session you would be able to use this tool, and I would suggest everyone to use and try this tool. This will help you to increase the score of the content, and this will help you to improve the quality of teaching material also. Great. Very nice. We can make good content for students. Okay, now the time for the questions. If you have any question, I'm gonna give you mic opening over here. Access. And if you have any question, you can ask. You can unmute your mic and you can ask any question if you have it.